moment, okay? You ready?
Yep.
It looks like we're live already. How's it going there, Awen?
Doing well.
Okay, so if you are not familiar and you haven't seen my video on Gollum Juice, then you're not going to know who this is. Now, this is one of my daughters. She's the middle daughter, so I call her Thing 2. She is the one that's probably most like me, except she's actually polite. So this is Awen. We have chat wide open right now. And so if you have any questions, here's what's going to happen. I am here to answer your questions, but I figured I would also let her participate and have some fun with this too. First of all, how is this coming through? Are you able to hear both of us here live right now?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
You should be able to hear us both. And I just decided tonight, out of the blue, to do this live stream. So I don't know if you can hear her or not. I'm hoping you can. It seems to register fine in OBS when she talks, but I don't know. So since no one's writing just yet, hopefully you can hear us. And if not, I'm gonna at least introduce you to her. She is interested in a YouTube channel, and she has been for years. And so I thought I'd introduce her to the idea of doing a live stream, even though she's not going to be going live on her channel. Now, she's more of a gamer. We have 10 people live, by the way.
That's cool.
So if she were to do a gaming channel, then she would probably produce content and then upload it, and it would be up there for the masses. Now, she was also good enough to get us water bottles. Would you want sound or would you want speeds?
Whichever one you want.
You want the one that I want. Gotcha. I'm going to give you speeds.
Okay.
Because I want sound.
I'll just be the speed.
Okay. So if anybody has any questions out there, we're here to answer your questions. Aside from that, we are out here, and it took me almost an hour to get this thing set up. and she's just been here playing on her phone, being very patient. But I'm going to hit mute on this phone because it's just like my phone to suddenly start ringing off the hook and stuff. Okay, so how's everybody doing out there tonight? No one's writing in chat. Say something.
Yeah.
Someone say
How's
something.
How's it going,
if you're here.
guys?
Now, if you're wondering why she's wearing a COVID mask, it's because she is.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
It is one way to put it. You're exactly right. Now, the real reason though is because she is. Here, I can't put this in front of my face. There we go. Hopefully that's at least a little bit better.
Yeah.
The reason why we have the mask over her face is because she is a minor, and it's not because you have to religiously cover your face or anything, as far as I know, right?
Yep.
I'm sure it's fun being my daughter. Here, someone ask a question here. We have 12 people in here, and you're just watching. Otherwise, you're going to see a bunch of interesting spitballing. Wait a minute, is this even right? Yeah, it seems to be right. Why? I wonder if the chat is actually, if I pulled up and have the right chat window on the screen, because it would be just like me to goof up something like this. Let me.
I could pull it up.
Okay, why don't you pull it up then, because
All
otherwise I'm going to be totally goofy, because I'm looking at a dead chat window, and it would be just like me to have the wrong window up. So, I mean, it looks like it's... I had the wrong window up, don't I? Okay.
Sorry guys, we just now looked at the, we just used the trusty phone and, found that the chat was going the whole time.
Yep, that's me. That's me and my wonderful nature. So let's see if we can get the wait a minute. We're going to see if we can wait a minute. Did I just kill the chat? No, it's still there. It's just the wrong window.
Good job.
Good job as always. All right, let's see. I'm gonna all that time I spent setting this thing up and it's totally wrong. Oh goody. Let's how do I even get it back to the right screen?
I do not know.
Where is the technician to help me with this when we need it? I'm going to close this window. And what is going on with this?
Some guy in the chat says, sound speeds, technology fails.
You know what? Hey, you know, I can tech your stuff, but this is live stream. This is internet stuff. I I haven't been an internet technician in a long time. I don't know why this is doing it, though. I'm clearly looking at... I'm going to jump out of this. It's going to suddenly cancel the stream. Watch. I'm going to hit this button, and it's going to totally...
2-second stream.
Should I hit it?
I don't know.
Hold on one second.
We could ask the chat and see if they want to.
You know what? I'm going to
answer.
open up. Hold on one second. Oh, well, that's the different window. Let me see. Well, it's paused there, but let me see if I can pop out chat there, and let me see if I can pull that in. Hey, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, that might do it.
That might do
Instead
it.
of accidentally canceling the stream.
Yeah, that might do it. Let me try this.
Someone says, "Nice stream, man."
You know what? Hey, it's... I can't wait to see what window it is pulling up. It's going to pull up something really, really bad.
So far, it just looks like a blank screen with
I
you
know.
and me.
I know. Watch. It's going to put up the wrong thing. Watch. Oh, what do you know? It worked.
Oh, hey!
I
Nice.
actually have a chat. I didn't mess
Good
it up.
job.
Okay, so let's start up at the top here.
Yes.
All right. So it says, why is she the only one wearing a sound speed shirt? Of course someone's going to... The first comment's going to be that. Elvis, the reason why is because she is the important one. I'm wearing a blue shirt to accent my eyes, I guess, and she's wearing it to accent her red hair. Loud and clear, so you got us both. Alan and daughter, that's right. And we can hear you both. Good. All right, sounds good. We can hear you both. Sounds good, both of you. Mask of... Okay. You're going to let your daughter do a speed on stream. A speed on stream? What is this?
Speed?
What are you talking about? Do you see your daughter following your footsteps? Oh, I hope not. Do you have a laptop or desktop for your audio editing? I do all of it by desktop. I'm terrible at any kind of editing on my laptop. It's an Alienware M14X, and it's just doing that kind of thing. It's terrible. I'm doing well, by the way. Good, Alejandro. Awesome. I can see chat on my end, but your screen is black. Yeah. Well, all right. We're here. You can chat. You can see chat for some reason. Okay. I'm slowly getting down through it. Technology fail. Nice stream, man. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Here for you. Restart your modem. Oh, there you go. Andre is going to start trolling. Awesome. Alan, I need to sit down and sit down with you and help you get all the sorted sorted out.
They're basically asking for, if you need help setting up your stream.
Okay. I have my interpreter here. This is the real reason she's on here, to help me read chat. Let's see. Has a video you need to watch for how to get your... Yes, I'm sure Aaron does. Aaron's amazing at that kind of stuff. What happens if you both do a zip quiz? All right. First of all, that's not going to happen. That will not happen tonight. I said do speed and not do a speed. Okay, whatever. Chat, eldest. Cool. All right, so you're the first person to thumbs up. Awesome. So here's one of the things that she is not aware of that I'm going to do.
Oh no, what is it?
If anyone does donate tonight, it's going to go to her.
Oh. Because
she is interested in gaming. She's interested in doing her channel and stuff like that. So if there are any donations tonight, it's going to go straight to her, and it's going to be reserved for when she starts her channel. Because she has... I helped her kind of get some of the stuff set up a little while ago, and she's been sitting on it for a while. I guess trying to think about what she's going to do artwork-wise and how she's going to get it all set up. However, there you go. If anything does come through, just throwing that out there. You don't have to donate, obviously. But if there are any, it's going to go straight to her. So keep that in mind. It says, thank you for this reminder. There you go. I was at the meeting and couldn't remember the name of the product. Well, I do have all three of them right here. What games is she playing? There you go.
Thank you for the first question. That's very nice. And the main game I like to play is a game I don't know if you guys know. It's called Apex Legends. Does anyone recognize that?
There's $2. Look at that.
Thank you, Sunrise Water.
He flies drones.
Oh, that's
as a matter
cool.
of fact, here's the thing that is a little side note here. I mentioned that she's a lot like me. So one of the things we've talked about is if I can get a part 107, she is very good at the game controller. She is, with Apex, she is very good.
Yeah, I am level 500, which is the maximum level.
Yeah.
I play as Revenant.
So.
And I have the scythe.
Yep. So she's definitely very good at gaming, and she's quite impressive, actually, really is. So So what I'm going to do is as soon as I get a 107, I'm going to let her do a lot of the controls. If I, because you can be an RPIC, but not be the person behind the controls. Hey, look at this, contributing to the funds. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Post Color Gear. And he has a YouTube channel that's all dedicated to a program called DaVinci Resolve and tweaking that out and that kind of thing. So there you go. But anyway, so that's one of the things that we're going to be doing is she's really good at controls. Mm-hmm. And if I can monitor her and she can go off and fly the drone with me being the RPIC next to her and with our two eyes on it, we're going to have a pretty cool little thing happening there. And it's going to be cool because she's very good at the fine tuning and control. So I think, who knows if at 13 she's doing really well with that, then it could end up being something that in time turns out to be a really cool thing for her. She might decide to make, start flying drones, professionally or have a company or something. Who knows? I mean, if she wants to join the circus like her dad, then she can do that too. But, whatever. It leaves options open and available. So Elda says he's played it twice. That's
cool.
Apex Legends. And he plays Clash of Clans.
I've heard of that game. I've heard it's very good, but I haven't really considered playing it. So if you have a reason to convince me, maybe I could, but I don't think anytime soon.
How quickly before the stream devolves into trolling Alan? Well, on my Discord, I actually have a channel designated now to all the freeze frames that you, Eldest, and Ping Pong, and American Liberty, and everybody put up there of the freeze frames, the clips of me that you do the unnecessary censorship to, or whatever else. All that kind of stuff is good fun. I know. And there's an entire channel dedicated to all that, so that way we have it all in one place. So there you go. I think she'd be good at flying a PV drone too, but I think that we should start off kind of light and start off with something like an Air 2S, something along those lines. And that way, if she crashes it, it's on.
I think I'd be better flying a drone, not whatever you were talking about.
Well,
I know that's a type of drone, but
yeah, it's a first-person view. But just flying a regular drone, I think could be pretty awesome. Did you buy any of your stuff? Yeah, she's gotten some. She has a computer set up. She's got things set up. You want to talk a little bit about what you've?
Huh? I mean, I do have a computer set up. I do have Apex on it. I'm mainly right now trying to get the hang of it, and I'm trying to create like a icon and thinking of stuff like that because yeah, that's a problem that's going on right now. Is I don't really have an idea for my YouTube icon, stuff like that. And I need to get used to the controls because as much as I'd love to show how good I am on PS4, I can't really unless I had to buy a second one, somehow link account. So for now, I'm just playing on the setup PC that I have currently, which is taking a decent amount of time, but it's also giving me some time to think about icon.
Now, when she says she's trying to get familiar with Apex, that's not meaning she's novice. She's used to playing it on a PS4.
Yeah.
And playing it on a computer is a totally new creature. So she's trying to relearn it on the PS4, on the PC now. So let's. So she does have a complete setup and she's ready to go. It's in good shape. It's good.
Yep.
I would suggest start recording and playing, even if you do not publish. Just get the hang of it. I said the same thing to her, Andres. I actually, last year during the shutdown, she was still in band, and she was practicing. Hadn't practiced for how long? How long was it? Like, you hadn't practiced your violin in a long time.
Why are we talking about the violin now?
Because I'm going somewhere with this. So she hadn't practiced her violin in a while, and so she had to record something for her band teacher. I hit record on it, and she was like, "No, let me practice a little bit, and then I'll hit record." I let her practice with the microphone on her. I used the Worker B, and I recorded with the HDTX, and then I stepped away. And by the time she got it right, I stepped back into the room, and she was expecting to start recording now at that moment, but I had already been recording.
Yeah, he was sneaky.
But that allowed us to have a great recording. And that's the kind of suggestion I made, just like Andreas, you see right there where he was saying that you should just practice on recording.
Yeah.
So he's saying the same thing that I said. Imagine actually listening to me sometimes, as goofy as I am. I do have some good suggestions. Hey, look at this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a $10 donation for you.
Thank you so much, Alan Anderson.
Oh, look at this. Somebody else in here.
Oh.
What is this at the bottom? John Smith. Thanks for sharing your experience. Considering a small token of appreciation. All the best from down under. So you are in Australia. Look at that.
Thank you.
That's amazing. So you're going to be seeing a lot of these kind of things if you build up an audience too. But
that's awesome.
in the meantime, that's great. So far, we're looking at 2437. Well, thank you so much for all those donations.
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
And let's see. I made the same suggestion. Start recording. Start to become familiar with that. So that way you see what it's like to perform even though you're not really live.
Yeah.
And to see what it's like to actually make a video and get the practice of doing that. Because as I've talked about in other streams that I've done, I didn't start sound speeds for probably a few months. I started with the look. I mean, you remember when I was making this background here.
Yeah, I
But
remember.
it was with the old look before I did the studio upgrade. But she remembers that I did a few tests where I just put the camera on me in the room and looked, like a nightmare, like always, with the room as the background. But then I started to realize that a pro sound person talking about sound is never going to be taken seriously if it looks like he's broadcasting from his living room or his, from some back room in the house. So I decided that a more professional looking background would probably lend to what we're actually trying to do here.
May I just point out that you said looks like a nightmare
Yes.
all of the time?
Yes. Yeah. That's an accurate
Honesty.
statement. This is an accurate statement. Okay, so yeah, hashtag drone team. What's up, Sunrise? Drones are fun. All right, so let's see here. I've been a camera op for a drone team a bunch recently. A lot of fun. One of my favorite games right now is called Risk of Rain 2. Have you heard of that, anyone?
Nope. Never heard of that before.
Okay. Well, please do not drown, overheat, barbecue, or throw the controllers like your fathers do the DD products. She was actually in one of my videos. She was in my original DD Connect review. When I took the Deity Connect outside and I threw it up in the air, she was walking around. She was actually walking by the house.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, she saw me throw it up in the air. It slammed into the driveway, and she ran up and said, I forgot what it was that you said, but it was something
I
to the
said
nature.
something like, "Why did you throw this?"
Did you know that
Like, did you know you dropped this?
And or you said, did you throw that? And I said, well, I think I've been careless lately, or something along those lines.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So just watch the video; you'll figure it out. Please do not drown over. Okay, so that's Andreas. But you know what? If it were Andre from Worth It or Not, if he were here, then I'm very well may end up saying that if he sends me something, we'll have to bathe it in acid or do something. Put it in the microwave.
Make sure you don't do it in the house, though.
Now she's starting to take after her mom, because her mom's always telling me.
No, it's more like I'm worried about your safety.
Okay, I'll be all right.
Will you?
I'm an old school boy. I'm a boy from the 80s when we used to go outside and we would ride our bikes down straight inclines, because that's what you did in the 80s. Now it's like, you can't do that. But back then, it was like, let's see how bad we can hurt ourselves and still live. That's very much the way it was.
Hey, it broke my arm. Oh, cool, new scar.
Yeah, chicks dig scars. That was fun. The one I made when you reviewed the cheap boom arm. That was fun. The one I made when you reviewed the cheap boom arm.
I think he's saying that, I think he was referring to the video.
Yeah.
How he made the, boom based off your boom tutorial. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Boom arm. He's talking about like one of these arms, or one of the arms that's like on that mic there. Just not understanding the reference.
I noticed Elodist has said if you have a PS5 controller, you can use that on PC. As a matter of fact, do not have a PS5 controller, but we have thought about that. Maybe the money on the stream can go to buying that.
That's actually what I was just thinking about. How much is a PS5 controller right now?
I don't know. I think it's like hundreds of dollars.
I don't know. It's PlayStation 5 controller. It's $75.
Oh, so let's see if we could hit 75.
See, it's funny because I never do that. I never ask for. Oh, you see, some of them are like $67. These are probably.
Yeah.
Some of these.
But yeah, I would not mind going on PC. I've heard it's way better, and I do move around a lot more than I do on PS4. But right now it's mainly the shooting mechanic, and I can't really reload as well. And sometimes if I use up all my mags, I try to go into like melee mode, which is like, the punchy. But I forget the button for that. For me, it's key 3, and I haven't figured out entirely yet. But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm slowly getting there.
But you know what? It does seem like a PlayStation controller is not out of reach. A PlayStation 5 controller. Eldest definitely would know about that. Let's see here. You can also use PlayStation 4 controllers, but they need a workaround.
Oh, I can?
I'll probably just get you a PlayStation 5. That way it doesn't have to pair to the back and then the front and then everything else. But have you a dedicated controller, that and get a capture card. No, we'll just capture straight off the game. We have that program. May I ask, where can newbies find voiceover work? Someone told me Fiverr. Are there others? I don't specialize in voiceover work. Now, I've heard two different things about Fiverr. I've heard it's a great place to cut your teeth and get in there. And I've also been told don't do that because it lowers all the market rates. Even if you're starting out there, don't undercut yourself and just say $5, whatever else. If you're going to say, even if you're starting out there, don't undercut yourself because people are going to list themselves as a $5 voiceover, but you still want to give yourself some worth to it because you're still going to record it. You're going to edit it. You can offer a couple changes. And then, of course, make sure that the technical specifications are good, that you're recording in WAV or FLAC or something like that, that you deliver it that way, preferably some sort of a high quality method, and that you are recording it, with good, proper microphone placement and doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Aside from that, though, I don't really know where a professional voiceover artist would get a great start. Those are just a couple of things I've heard about Fiverr, though. Just don't give yourself away, even if you're new. So you can get relatively inexpensive capture card. Ps5 has a good source about info about streaming things. Okay. Even using OBS to record. Now, that's actually what we have. We have, I'll be installing OBS, but there's actually a screen capture program that I think I was going to install if it's not already on there. And it would capture the screen and make sure the audio is done right, because I would also have a microphone on her. Right now, she's using the NT1, but she has this microphone that she's going to probably start out with while she gets familiar with everything. So that's familiar to her. As someone who hangs out with people who are just starting out, don't worry about having an amazing brand when just starting out. Take some time to identify your style and work off that.
All right. I will take that into consideration.
That's really good advice. Speaking of Dee Dee, I am using the mic that Alan showered with and then stuck in the dryer. You know that microphone. You remember that story, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing you singing. I did not know you were
that's
actually...
different. That's a different mic.
Oh, I thought that was what we were referring to.
No.
Were you singing in the shower some other time?
That
I wasn't aware of?
No, not singing in the shower. That was what the video she's referring to is the April Fool's Day video that I did this year with Worth It or Not. It was a collaboration with Entree. There's a segment where I had to test it like the Mer people would. It was a must. But what he's referring to is the DDS Mic 2 video that I did, where I went into the master shower and I let that completely drench. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
Yeah, you never showed me that one.
Okay, well, I can show it to you. But and then I decided to dry it by, well, it's red. That's a great color for. I don't know what red means in color, but
that looks orangey to me. But...
Orangey, okay. Well, it says, "Hey Alan, love your content. Glad to see the family participating. Thank you so much for that."
Yeah, thank
20.
you.
What is that? Is that rubles? $20 are Russian. No, Russian doesn't have dollars. They have rubles, but it's a dollar.
I can look it up if we have to.
I don't know. Whatever it is, we're very grateful for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's going slowly down. Like the numbers, the more you donate, the longer it stays up at the top. So it's staying up there for a while, so it's got to be a pretty decent size one. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you.
I can't decipher what amount that is, but thank you so much. Zoom raises price to a shortage of AKM chips. The F6 is now $700. Yeah, that probably doesn't surprise me at all. There's a overall part shortage that's actually affected quite a few manufacturers, and it's hurting. There's a lot of that kind of shortage that's hurting things.
He says the guy who donated, which again, thank you. He says it's about $4.
Okay.
Which is okay.
It's okay.
Yes.
It adds to it. So it's going to help you get your controller or do whatever you need to do to set up your channel. That's awesome.
Thanks again, donators and guys who are just joining the stream. Thank you.
OBS is great. If the laptop has NVIDIA graphics, look into Shadow Play. Okay. Help me remember some of this, Eldest, because I'm probably going to end up forgetting it all.
And there's so much technological terms I'm not really the best at. So, I'll be kind of depending on you.
Yeah. So I'll probably end up picking your brain a bit on this one, Eldest. Both mics sound great. I recognize NT1. Which mic are you currently using, Alan? It is the T-Bone SC400, the typical mic that I use in here. I've tried the NT1, the NT1A, the Worker B, King B, SM7B. I've tried a whole bunch of mics. I have a few drawers full of them over there. But the thing is, to me, this has a super cardioid pattern, and I'm able to play it off of my monitor pretty decently. The other mics, if I get it, they're too far away from me, and I have to speak up too much, or they start to reverb too much off of everything. Or actually, it would just be echo off the monitor. It's not really full reverb. The difference is, in case you're curious, do you know the difference between echo and reverb? Eowyn? Tell me, actually, this is a fun game. Tell me your thoughts on what you think the difference is between echo and reverb.
I know what...
Totally not her expertise. But.
Yes, this is not my expertise. You're going to hear me horribly fail. I know what the word echo means, but I don't know sound term-wise. Doesn't reverb sound way mean like you speak into the mic, you could hear yourself through your headset and stuff like that in your settings? Well, echo is just when you're not recording or anything like that, and then it's just replaying random sounds.
Not really. If you know what echo is.
Yes.
What is echo?
Echo is where if you speak loud enough, it will echo around. The emptier the room, the more sound travels across.
Echo is if a sound bounces off something and back, and you hear that repeat itself one time. Reverb would be if it bounces off and you hear it again. So if you're in the shower, for example, in the bathroom, and you yell out something, you hear how it doesn't just echo and come back. Like if you were in a gymnasium, you yell something, you hear it a split second later, it comes back to you. But by the time it bounces back and then comes back again, it's too low for you to hear a second bounce. So it's basically that bounce, that first bounce that you hear, you just hear yourself, hello, hi, that kind of thing. It doesn't repeat again. Reverb would be hi, like that, where it repeats itself multiple times.
I see.
That's the difference. So in case nobody knew that, that's the difference between echo and reverb. So that's the reason why when we talk about reverb, that's why I said if it bounces off the monitor and comes back at it, it would be an echo, but not a reverb. That would be the reason why. So that one time Alan singing in the shower, was it memorable? Yes. Well, she wasn't there.
Wait, which shower are we talking about?
Well, either one. You've never been involved in any of the shower stunts I've done. You've actually been very seldomly involved in my videos. You've helped me shoot some of them.
I did hear you. I did hear you sing, and downstairs I was just like.
She was playing her game.
Yeah, I was like. I was around like level 200, 300. It was months ago, and I was just like. Like chilling there, and I just hear Dad just singing in the top. I'm like, oh goodness, like what lovely voice.
Yeah, because if you saw that April Fool's prank, you know that I'm just not singing well at all. That's very intentional. Not that I have a good singing voice to begin with, but it was intentionally and overly bad. So let's see here. ACX is another good place to get your teeth cut for voiceover. It is. The one thing about ACX you got to be careful on is you don't make any money, or hardly any, and it's a lot of work for nothing. So if you want to do long form content where you spend a couple of days reading the book a couple of times, making your notes, and you want to start recording, and then you want to start editing, it's a lot of work. And I think you only get 20% of the profits if you are not the writer. The writer gets 20% of the profits. You get 20% of the profits for doing the actual voiceover work and the entire production itself. And Amazon, if they sell the audiobook, they get 60% for the distribution in the platform. So that's ACX, at least the last time I looked at it, because my mother-in-law is a writer. She's written 5 books, and she's done she's done an audiobook for, I think, 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. And she sold them. And I helped her with that production and that process and stuff. But since she wrote it, if she sells it also, then she gets 40% while Amazon pockets 60. So, but yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. ACX is another good place, but you just understand it's a commitment. It's Brazilian
Rails.
I don't think that's an L. Reais. Raise? I'm terrible at pronunciation. Oh, he's talking about what this is.
Yeah, I know. I told you that earlier. He said it was about $4.
I'm so far behind in comments. I'm 6 minutes behind. Anyway, thank you so much.
Yes, thanks again.
Let's see here. Thank you. I've spent many, many years helping streamers in the streaming community. I love OBS. Awesome. Can do. I'll DM you on Discord. Awesome. Great. EQ equals reverb. Not really. I just explained it. I don't need to do it again. I literally just bought the Worker Bee. I'm hoping it works good. It does to me. I love it. I love the Worker Bee. It's a great sounding microphone to me. It's very natural. It doesn't embellish. If you want to get off the microphone a little bit, then you're going to want to probably go for something more like the King Bee. That low end extra boost is going to help you get farther away from the microphone. Like right now, she's a good 12 inches away from the microphone, but I have it boosted up. Her level on the NT1 on my Mix Pre 6 here is 51 dB. So, and mine, of course, I'm running it through the 286S like I always do. Okay, Sony 70, okay. That's supposed to be 7506 or Audio-Technica 50. Depends. I hate saying depends, but that's the honest truth of it. Because personally, when I'm shooting here and I'm recording here, I don't need to hear the outside world. I would rather isolate from that outside world just a little bit. So that's when I'm going to use something like the ATH-M50X headphones. When I'm on set, I like to hear the world around me and hear through those headphones a little bit. And so I use the Sony MDR 7506s there. So that's the difference. If I would need to hear through it a little bit. Now, I forgot who it was, said those are the magnifiers. The 7506s are the magnifiers. The things you hear, they're magnified a little bit and sharpened a little bit with the 7506s. I don't remember who said that, but it's a pretty good analogy.
I'm not going to go far. I'm just going to take a sip of Speeds.
Take a sip of Speeds. Okay. So she's stepping off just for a moment. And so let's see, best sub $100 mic for talking head YouTube videos in an untreated room, maybe in a shot and out of a shot option. Love your stuff. Only found the channel in the last month. Well, thank you, Mark, for finding me at all. Here's my question for you. You said an untreated room. When you say talking head, are you talking about large diaphragm, like you're doing what I'm doing right now, where there's a microphone, which I don't like having them in my face, but I don't even really notice it here. I keep talking off axis as I look at her. But I guess the big question I have is, are you looking for like a shotgun microphone? Or are you looking for an LDC, a pencil? What kind of content are you creating? You said talking head. Are you... Normally, I would say if it's an untreated room, get yourself a dynamic. A dynamic microphone is gonna suit you great. And one of my favorites is the one that you're gonna hear spoken a lot of in the Podcastage Discord. Is the Samsung Q2U. It's a great microphone. It's very natural sounding. It's not overly sensitive. It's not undersensitive. It's very nice. So, if you're talking about shotgun microphone wise, I don't know of a shotgun that would be under $100 that would be worth it. I don't know though. Maybe give me a little bit of insight, Mark, as to exactly a little bit more of what you're interested in doing with it. Reverb is echo smashed up. Okay. You're welcome, Jennifer. And I sent you a few DMs on Discord. Thanks, Eldest. Also very true about ACX. OBS is amazing. Love it. EQ equals reverb. Huh? EQ is technology. Is technically a delay. I see. That's different than reverb though. And EQ is definitely very different from EQ than echo and reverb. In the digital domain. Okay, EQ is changing the sound signature tonally. Talking heads sound like dynamic domain and agree on the Q2U. Just needs to be quite close. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's why, Mark, if you could give me a little bit of insight as to exactly what you're looking at doing, then I could probably give you a little bit more insight as to what you need to do and how you need to do it. Sorry, I understand $100 talking head YouTube videos. I mean, it could also be a lav. If you're just standing there doing an address, you might actually like a lav just fine. And there's plenty of good lavs out there. I mean, you can even use for $50, you could even use the DD V mic or the V lav. And that's $60, I think, now. But it'll plug up straight to your DSLR camera and let you record straight on it. And it's got a 26-foot long cord that you can just plug into the camera and then just run it straight under your shirt and clip it on the front there. So if you're just doing talking head type stuff, that might work well for you. So, well, we have caught up with all the chat. Let me see if I can shrink this down a little bit since it looks to me like we're not seeing all the chat in there. All right, so I'm semi-interested. There we go. Okay, I'm treated, small room. The videos are just the typical talk to camera videos. I don't mind the mic and the shot, and I think that may be needed to get the best sound. I also live in a noisy city. Gotcha. So, semi-treated, small room. The videos are just typical talk to camera. You don't mind the mic and the shot. So I still don't know, like, if you're sitting at your desk, if you're standing up, how are you positioned? Like, are you standing up in the middle of the room and the camera's on you, or are you more like what I'm doing here, sitting at a computer? Because that kind of stuff does matter as well. All right, I use my ATR 3350 for that sort of thing. Actually, filmed in my bedroom. Yep. Sitting at a desk, not moving. Okay, so it could be pretty much anything. You could easily do the Q2U. That would be a great mic. You could, if you wanted to get a boom arm, you could. If not, you can just put it right here in front of you and talk directly into it. That would be awesome. I think you'd like it a lot. It's a very neutral sounding.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I noticed that Eldest has said, "Oh, so a life update for you. My roommate is going to be proposing for his girlfriend later this month, and I'm going to be taking photos for it."
Well, you have a great camera. That Sony A3 is going to be an amazing camera for it. I had to do something similar a couple years ago, but I used a camera that I had to Photoshop them very fiercely to make it look decent.
And congrats for you, Eldest.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, CAD, you won. Oh, that's a suggestion. Okay. Congrats to him, Eldest. Okay, LOL. Okay, great. We'll check out the Q2U. Yeah, there's some good videos about that. I think, I'm trying to remember. I should have made notes about this, but I think it was my 32-bit floating point video. I think I did all the voiceover for that with the Q2U. So if you want to hear how I sound on a Q2U, when I say I'm going to turn off all distractions, including myself, and then I kill the light like that, As soon as I did that in the video, I think the rest of it was voiceover, and I think that was all in the Q2U. I could be mistaken, but I think that was it. So anyway, I have a camcorder that I take photos with. Okay. Got to be renting a lens worth more than a used car. Yeah. Well, I tell you, the way that they have to produce lenses and the glass is extremely expensive. In many cases, the lens is worth more than the camera itself. In some realms. We got a Traverse at the beginning of July when the Lumina died. I don't know what a Traverse is. It was $10,000.
I'm assuming it is a camera.
Yeah, but I can't imagine what X80 Stamps would be doing with a $10,000 camera.
I can look it up.
Huh?
Traverse
camera. 70 to 2. Oh, it's probably a lens. 70-200 millimeter f2.4 with OSS from Sony. Optical stabilization. I'm guessing car. Huh. It's a crossover utility vehicle. Okay. Here I am thinking it's a lens. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking. Oh. It's a Chevy. It's a Chevy. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of seats in that thing.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's cool. It's actually a nice looking vehicle.
Yeah, that is very nice.
Cool. Thanks for looking that up. It's a crossover utility vehicle. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we have 14 viewers right now. We have 9 likes. And let's see. Oh, goody. A B&H link. What is that? That is... last time I opened something up... I can't do this now. Last time I opened something up, it opened up and took my chat window away. And I have a feeling that people are trolling me. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, let's not do that because I don't want...
the chat to disappear again.
Yeah, and I don't want him to spend another half hour looking for his chat window again.
Yeah, true that.
If not, I could always pull up the stream and then I could just tell you what's going on.
That would definitely be the case. So...
Plan B.
The same as our Town and Country, but not quite as flexible. There is the lens. Middle mouse click on it. Middle mouse click? Which one is middle? That one's not going to do it.
I don't
You're
trust
trolling
it.
me. I don't trust it either. Eldest. Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't
pulling
even
up
work.
I'm pulling up the chat.
I'm doing middle clicking, and it's not doing anything. So that's good.
Unless he means click on the middle.
No. He means middle button clicking, and I am not about to do that. The other one is the wheel. I can scroll this thing up and down, and I'm not going to do that.
He said they clicked it. It's a link to a 2,600 camera lens.
Yeah. It's a $2,600 camera lens. I think Eldest needs to keep it. He doesn't need to rent it. He needs to eat it. He needs to just...
Eat it?
He needs to eat the lens. Just take out the glass and just, have at it.
Munch away.
Munch away. That's exactly right.
Yeah, you just eat it during the stream.
That's what you do. You have to do something. I mean, if zip fizzing is not your thing, then you're definitely going to want to eat a lens. Sorry, I messed you up with the kitchen sink. The previous time you lost the chat window. Yes. Where I would love to keep that lens, but money. Yeah, well. Oh, that's Nick. Nick is here. I see. Okay, so Nick, I thought you were Eldest because your name was your name. Your name and your name is both blue, and you have a wrench, and they're about the same size in the window here. So I thought you were all Eldest, but previous time you lost the chat window. Sorry, I messed you up with the kitchen. That's funny. That was 5 months rent in just one lens. Well, hey, you're young. What else are you gonna do? Here's the fun thing. The kitchen sink bag. Gotcha. I remember that. Yeah, kitchen sink bag. That's right. Because I mentioned it, and you were very good about. I tell you, Nick last time, if I mentioned something, he found it and posted a link to it. I was like, man, you're on top of it. It's awesome. You need someone like Nick when you're going to be doing your, if you ever do something live. He's amazing.
Oh, this says, I spread like a virus.
Yeah. Yep. That would not surprise me one bit, Eldest. The lens, though, awesome. You'll have to... personally, I think the lens on the A3 is really great to begin with. I guess you just might want it for the zoom, right? That's probably the reason why you're wanting it. I have a 35 to 170, I think. I don't know. Something like that. I am a virus. I caught the wrench from you, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I gave you the wrench. The wrench is
What does the wrench mean?
the fact that their name is blue and they have a wrench next to them means that they're a moderator. So I could see how it remove moderator.
Oh.
I could give like X Hades a moderator ship, and that would turn him into blue with a wrench. But the way that I handle it in here is if you are a member on the channel, that's one of the people that join and pay money monthly, then I will give them a moderatorship. And in Nick's case, he's actually someone that I consult with a lot on different things, and he's very good at research. So one of the things that we'll do is we'll talk about things, and I'll say, "Oh, see if you can find something on this," and he'll go digging, and he'll find he's very good at that. So,
yeah, as you said,
yeah,
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, did he say that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. How I would mention the video that I would mention something and he would instantly pull it up and go and post that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So would you actually want to use a PS5 controller? Or to figure that out, or would you rather do the game with the mouse and stuff on your PC?
That is a tough question. I notice a bunch of PC players usually rely on movement and accurate aim, so I guess there is a problem with that. But because PS5 and PS4, I've noticed you can move around pretty quickly, but I've seen many, even basic people who just say that like YouTubers and stuff who usually play on PC move around like crazy. Their aim is hyper accurate, and I hardly ever see anyone on controller.
Yeah.
So if anything, I will maybe alternate between the two of them, then choose one or the other, seeing which one I'm better at. But general preference, I would probably say PS5 controller.
Really? Okay.
Well, again, I test it, and then I choose which one's better. Have my strengths and weaknesses, kind of like how you compare microphones and stuff, and then just...
That could even be a video you do at some point. The advantages and disadvantages of PS5 versus playing with a mouse. PC style, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yellow highlight means broadcaster, which is fully functioning moderator. What? The yellow highlight? What yellow highlight? Full functioning moderator. Pin. I don't know what that means. I don't know what your comment means there, X Hades.
Nick, you are totally fine saying no. It's okay. We all have moments like that.
The no is supposed to be a text message, it says. But I can get the Trinity set from Tamron, which is 18 to 24, 24 to 75, and 70 to 180, all at f2.8. All can be mined for around 3K. Well, there you go. Just do it. What mouse do I have now? A cheap one. What is this? It is a Red Dragon 2000 DPI by Centroforus.
I don't know if he was referring to you or to me.
Oh.
Because we were just talking about PC mice. So Eldest, you could tell us, do you mean me or do you mean my dad?
Go ahead and do you even I don't know what your mouse says. Do you know?
I could run downstairs and get it and then just bring it up here.
You need to get your mouse right now. You need to worry about that. But it's I don't think she has a gaming one. I think it's just getting I meant your child, Alan. But I used to have a red dragon one. You know, the only reason I had that is because it seemed to have when I was doing gaming, when I was playing World of Warcraft, it had shift and it had control at the thumb. I could set it for shift and control at my thumb, and it'd work great for that. So.
Yes, I remember the days with the Dovadocs.
Well, that was my old TV show.
I remember that.
Yeah.
We also had a talk about that 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I remember that old show. And I think I told it in the last stream as to how I ended up coming up with the name of that show. Did you ever hear the story about that?
Yeah, I think I did.
You did? Well, I told it in the last live stream. It was 5 hours long. We're not going to be here for 5 hours tonight. We've been here right now for 50 minutes and 26 seconds. And we're not going to go insanely long tonight simply because I'm not going to keep her up all night. She's not going to be able to do this like I do and be here for 5 hours and 20 minutes just talking about sound.
I can test you.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, would Mom accept it?
Yes, that's the thing.
She just come in, Alan.
Yep,
she's still in the stream.
Yep, I am constantly in trouble for one thing or another, and I don't need to be in trouble for yet another thing today. So
yet another thing today.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Now a medication? Huh? Yeah, that's important. Now a medication. You think you mean Zip Fizz?
Oh, well, remember, I don't know if you were here or not.
Yeah, Mrs. Soundspeeds would not accept it. You're right. Dovadocs.
And just so you know, Nick, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, but he said that, and order of Mrs. Soundspeeds, she said, I am not allowed to take a Zip Fizz. He can, but I can't. Also, I cannot bear the taste of them.
They're so good.
They are awful.
They're great.
You fed me the grape one, and I hate grape-flavored things.
But it was awesome.
No, it wasn't. You just liked seeing my face scrunch up and appear like I took the world's worst medicine.
Maybe that's why I did. Maybe it's
You're
not
smiling.
Well,
it's clearly the reason.
I always smile. I'm a very happy person.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm a very happy person just by nature. So, look into getting a G502 from Logitech or the Viper from Razer. Both are great mics. Mice. So close to mics. You can get away with the cheapish keyboard, but a mouse can make or break your gaming ability. Zip Fizz are awesome. See, look at that. Eldest even likes them.
I can do them straight, just like Alan.
Do not get in trouble with the wife. No, definitely won't. Unless you're gaming experience in Max House at Minecraft without PvP.
But it was awesome, Alan on Zip Fizz.
I can do them straight just like Alan. But it was awesome, Alan on Zip Fizz. And that's Heather. Heather, hello. She's in New Zealand. So, other side of the world. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining, Heather.
Yes, hello.
Let's see. As such, I just use an ordinary M510. I don't know what that is, but okay, cool. Anything higher than Minecraft will benefit from a good gaming mouse. Hello, it's Heather. Oh, hi, Heather. OMG. The thing is, whenever... I think we've been in Discord before and talking about all the mice and stuff, and y'all are like, I'm using this, and it's fast, and it's like, oh, well, this isn't quite as fast as this other thing. And mine is just mine's on a cane. It's I don't know.
Also, nice to see you, Heather. Continue.
Is 2000 DPI good? Probably not. It's probably 2000 pixels or something. It's probably the equivalent of 240p video. So nice to see you both. So yeah, Heather, this is thing number 2. So this is my middle daughter. She was my little girl for 8 years until my youngest daughter was born. But it's funny, I still call her, but I call her now by my youngest daughter's name. And so...
Yes, although I'm the tallest female in the house.
She is. She's got the height.
Mm-hmm.
You got an old ball mouse. Yeah, those are cool. I use one of those for years. You just have to use it with a mouse pad. This entire desk has this gigantic mouse pad on it right here. It's so that way I don't have to worry about anything. See how nice this is?
Yeah. X Hades says 2000 DPI. That's double my M510.
Well, it's funny because I think the way this is set up by the company is, I think if you press it one time, it's I think it starts at 500. You click it one button and it goes to 1,000. You click it again and it goes to 2,000.
How? Oh well.
I think it just switches around, and I don't know which one's which. It doesn't really seem to do any difference. So, I don't know. It's a cheap mouse, and I don't game, so it's great. Are you going to destroy a mouse like you do with the mics? No. I don't destroy things. They just sometimes...
They just slip out of his hands. Sometimes he just gets butterfingers.
That's what happens, is they just fall out of my hands, and when I happen to be standing over a tub of acid.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
He's very clumsy.
Yeah, so anything smooth will not work with them. Okay? My mouse is DPI 1600. Yeah, there you go. 1600. That's
a big one.
I guess that's good. Dots per inch is what the only DPI that I know is. So I guess that means it's 8 times more sensitive than this one. But you would think that 2,000 break up an inch into 2,000. Now break up an inch into 16,000. What's the difference? How can you tell when you're on a mouse pad when it's... I don't understand. Unless they're cheap ribbon mics, which I've also accidentally destroyed. What mics are you using? Do you remember what that one's called?
Wasn't it like 210 Rode?
No, it is a Rode, you're right.
No, that's also because I could read that.
You could read the front. Take a guess.
Well, let me
take another guess. It's if you're looking for a model number, it's on the back there.
What?
The model number's right here if you want to cheat. Can you see it?
Nope.
I'm not going to unplug it live on the stream. It's an NT1.
Oh.
So that's a Rode. Yep. The Rodent 1 is, you know why it came out with that? You know why he said that it's called a Rodent 1?
Because it's tiny like a rodent?
No, was it Freeman Electronics? Is that the name of the company that originally was that started? It started with with an F, but it was named. It was a small electronics company owned by a man. When he died, his son took over. Now his son was a tinkerer. He would go to these different shows every year, and he happened to see some Chinese microphones, and he was like, they're okay. But he bought a few of them, when his company wasn't doing all that right. Freeman, there it is. And he bought some of them and then decided that if he changed out some of the parts for premium parts, it would probably be okay. And he did that and then decided to sell them as an electronics store. And they were like Nick says there, they were selling like rodents up a drain pipe is what the phrase was. They were like rodents would run up drain pipes, like gutter, like the drain outside. And so that was where the phrase came from. They were selling like rodents up a drain pipe. So what he decided to do was he named it the Rodent 1.
Because it was the first one?
No, because it was because of like the
Number
rodents
one
running
model?
up the drain pipe, and so he called it the Rodent 1, the first mic, and it was a rodent. When he decided to change the name to Rodent, a Rode, it became Rode NT1. So he just added a space between the E and the N there, and it became the Rode NT1. So that's how the
Don't know if you already answered the question, but Zach asked, what mics are you guys using?
Well, she's on the Rodent 1, and I'm on the T-Bone SC400. I have a review on it. So I mentioned it earlier. I'll mention it again. It is a super cardioid pattern mic, and it does a very good job of rejecting and so that way we don't hear as much echo off of my monitor. It's not reverb, it's echo. And so it allows me to play the pattern really well, I think. So that's the reason why we have that set up. So, and he decided to get fancy with oh yeah, I guess so. Oh, I think that had to do with their background. I think that had to do with his what is it? Danish, Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, something like that. Background is where that O came from. You read each question in studio quality. It can be used to train neutral networks, then use it against you. Did you think to protect yourself from such things?
Why'd you look at me? I don't know.
I don't know what that means. You read each question in studio quality. It can be used to train neutral networks and then use it against you. Do you think to protect yourself from such things?
Okay, I think what he's trying to say is that you're answering a question and then going on about it, and then I'm reintroducing you, and then the chat keeps going on.
No, what he's saying is different. What he's saying is that we're speaking into this, and you can use very good quality audio to program computers to recognize your voice and how you speak. So he's saying that if I use this microphone on my live streams or to speak into it, I can train something to learn to talk like me. So how do I protect myself against such things? I can't. That's one of the things that I think there's been an issue that there's some people with articles about that where people have used their voice, people's voice from streaming and whatever. They've used those in order to actually against somebody. But it's definitely Scandinavian, although the company itself is Australian. There you go.
Also, so Resolute, do not worry. It's totally okay. It's not a dumb question.
No, it's not at all. It would be nice to add background music. Thing is, though, what do I add?
Yeah, copyright?
I mean, yeah, I could end up subscribing to a music service, but then I have over 300 videos on sound speeds. You could use any one of those. I think I tallied it up recently, and I have like over 7 days worth of audio of me on sound speeds, and I can't go back and just add music to all those. So I mean, if someone wants to steal my voice, I guess you can. If you want to use my voice to try to make voiceovers or whatever, you can, I guess. Ray Ortega is here. Ray, hello. How's it going, man? And we have Chris P, the mic guy. I'm actually reading the names of the people now. Sad answer is you don't. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do. This happens to other voiceover artists. The voices have been stolen, yeah. But you see, I'm not a voiceover guy. If you noticed, her voice is deeper than mine is.
Is it really?
Yeah. The audience can tell you that my 13-year-old daughter has a deeper voice than I do.
In my mind, you sound way higher pitched to me. I meant lower, not higher. I did not. Really? Yeah.
It might be because I'm closer to the microphone. I'm hearing a little bit of cancellation coming off of this microphone, or because this microphone is picking up you. It's fine because of the rule of thirds. But for some reason, I'm hearing myself canceled a little bit in my headphones. So, but I mean, I could make myself really sound deep. But I hate the way that sounds. It's getting all up on the microphone. That's terrible. It's called proximity effect. I hate it.
Yes, I'm aware of that. You've explained that.
She's probably heard so much of my sound speeds lectures and stuff throughout the years.
Yes.
I don't want to put her on the spot by saying, hey, what do you remember me ever saying? Because she probably is doing self-defense and tuning it out, which is, I would not blame her one bit for.
I mean, I remember like one or two things, but not everything.
Well, we do go over a lot of things.
Yes, a lot.
And what's funny is whenever we get in the car, whenever we're not ordering food and you're sitting there laughing at me the whole time.
It's because every time you try to order, everything somehow ends up wrong.
Everything always ends up wrong. I end up just trying to I'm coordinate. I'm talking to idiots. It's just, it always happens, and she just laughs the whole time.
Especially when we order like Mexican or something like that. Just when you go, would you like this? No.
I have a real hard time. It doesn't matter whose voice it is coming through the system. I have a hard time understanding them. They could be speaking like Mike Delgadio, and I would still not understand them through an intercom system. And that's just me. You would never want me working in a police dispatch. They would say, this is 911. What's the address of your emergency? You know, I'm in downtown Atlanta. Okay, Alpharetta? Is that what you said? No, Atlanta. What street is that? I would be terrible. I would be terrible. Seriously, it would be so bad. I mean, the automated systems that recognize speech and turn it into voice, that is so amazing. Like, I have trained, you want to talk about training voices. I've trained our Amazon Echo device that's in this room. I have trained that to know who I am. I can change my voice, speak slower, speak faster, high pitch, low pitch, a combination of them all. And I can always say, who am I? And it will say, Alan is speaking, and this is Alan's account. And it's the most amazing thing. Someone can try to sound like me and duplicate my voice, but it still says, I don't know who you are. But my voice, I can change my voice to be low pitch and slow, and it still says, this is Alan's voice. Alan is speaking. This is Alan's account. I'm like, how do you know this stuff? It's creepy. It's creepy how good this Amazon stuff is.
Do you want to know what's even creepier, though?
What's that?
Is when you're sitting there talking to other family members and stuff like that in the living room, and then it's just like playing the Macarena. It's like, we weren't talking to you.
We didn't say that.
Yeah, I know. It's like we were talking about catfish, and then it's just like playing
I'm sorry, I
Despacito.
can't do this right now. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Or it'll just answer. It'll say according to Wikipedia, you know.
The bird is a
like,
feathered thing that flies around.
And we're like, what is this thing talking about? I don't know what in the world that's about.
They will steal your voice to order a kayak.
What does it say?
It's down there.
To order a kayak. You know that story.
Oh, yeah, I do. You said it like 80 times.
So I used to. I mean, that's the reason why I have that thing over there on the bed now that holds the phone.
Yes, I see
Because I
that.
used to lay on my back like this with my hands up in the air at night, and I would do this, and I would be surfing the internet or
bed.
on Facebook or something like that. What?
Bed. I'm simulating a bed.
Oh, I see. But anyway, so I'd be laying on the bed, and then eventually I'd fall asleep and drop the phone on my face and wake up. But sometimes I will, and she knows this. I'll be on the sofa downstairs, and as soon as I calm down and I sit still and don't move, I will zonk out. I'm asleep. I'll just fall asleep. It doesn't matter. I'll be wide awake. I sit down on the sofa, and just instantly fall asleep.
I've seen, like, I would be snuggling him on the couch and stuff, you know.
Yeah, she'll be right up next to me.
Being a cuddly daughter, all bundled up next to him.
All warm and you know, smells nice and everything, just cuddled, all loving. And then I will be out in 3 seconds.
Yeah, like, the one thing I've seen him do is, one time he's on, like, Facebook or something like that, or, no, he was on Discord. He falls kind of, like, into a doze. He clicks the, button, scrolls over to, like, Facebook or something. He clicks onto it. When he wakes up, he's like, oh, okay, and starts scrolling through Facebook. I'm like...
But they know I'm really bad at, like, falling asleep, and I'll just...
Then you wake up, I'm like, Dad?
What am I doing?
Yeah, I most of the time I end up waking him like, hey, Dad, don't you know that you're actually kind of like scrolling?
And my wife will always say, you know, Alan, what are you doing?
Alan, wake up.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's play catch up on some of this stuff. It's happened that the voices were stolen. Yeah, I know. It seems to me trying to steal. It seems to me that stealing of a voice is the future. Yeah, it's actually. It's not that uncommon. It's happening more and more. Sounds like Banjo showed up. LOL. That is also not the kind of channel to have background music. This is. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. Because this is about talking about sound, and here it is going to sound like I'm in the middle of a gaming thing. And Ray approves of that. Can you recommend an affordable yet decent mixer for a newbie? Okay, what do you mean mixer for a newbie? What are you planning on doing? So, Jennifer, are you looking to mix like a church? Are you looking to do a podcast onto a recorder or onto the computer? Tell me a little bit more about what you're planning on doing using this mixer for.
I'm going to take a sip of speed. I'll be right back.
Okay. Resolve. There is a lot of discussion about deepfake technology and how they can impact storytelling for the future. But I don't want to get into all of that. Yeah, you're exactly right. There, that's happening all over the place. People, you can have an app on your phone that will deepfake better than some movies do. And it's scary. But there's also in Hollywood, one of the things that we do with actors is we scan them for VFX. One of the first things we'll do usually when we get an actor on a new show is we will scan them. So that way they look like, that way the VFX can start animating them and doing what they're going to do with them. And that is a very common thing. We'll scan the actor for VFX. So, again, Alan, I need help setting up something like Streamlabs OBS with a better chat integration such. Yes. Eldest, I would love you to help me with that sometime. That would be a wonderful thing. Because you see my mouse on the screen. I mean, this is what it looks like over there. It's pretty bad. What's funny, Aowen, is if you look at this chat is live. Right?
Yes.
But I'm delayed.
Yeah, I see that. I've been noticing that for like the past half hour.
So like I can move the mouse around. I can lift up my hands. I can go back to moving the mouse around, lift up my hands, move the mouse around, and it's not consistent on the screen. It's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, Eldest, if you want to help me set that up sometime, that'd be great. Could be could be the sound signature. Okay. Side note, the voiceover world needs all sorts of voices. Yeah. Proximity effect. Oh no, I scrolled too far. Proximity effect can be used to create an intimidating voice and whatnot, but not too much. Too much is bad. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
It's Eldest in the chat. I'm at the bottom. I'm helping you look through it. Eldest is saying, in regards to helping you, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm free and could help you.
Okay. I will have to get back to you because I don't know. I know we have some stuff going on this weekend, but I need to talk to my manager, aka my wife, and we'll figure that out. But yeah, definitely. There's a lot that can be improved about this. This is terrible. I ended up going wide. The webcam is like pretty far away from the computer over there, and then I ended up cropping in on it. So cropping in on the bottom. Otherwise, it was just going to look really awkward.
Thank you. Take care. Ray.
Oh, Ray's out?
Ray said, take care. I dig the family stream. Have fun.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for coming in, stopping in. Well, intercom systems pretty much always suck. Yeah, they will steal your voice and order a kayak.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that next thing. Alexa, order 20 kayaks. I don't want to say that because it will do it. And all of a sudden my credit card will be maxed out and I'll be like, oh no, why did you buy all these kayaks?
And then here comes Mom kicking down the door. Alan, why did you order 27-foot kayaks?
Yep. Yeah, because that's the thing. If you haven't heard the story, I fell asleep one night and I've been known to just play with my phone in my sleep and scroll and do crazy things. And one night I went to sleep. I was on Walking Dead back then. This is like in 2017. I was scrolling. I fell asleep and ordered a 14-foot green canoe kayak. It looks like it looks like a canoe. They call it a kayak on Amazon, so I always use those terms interchangeably. But I ordered it, and then when I woke up at 3:30 a.m. to go to work, I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, what's this email? I'm like, Amazon. What did I order? Because sometimes you'll order something for like it'll be slow shipping, and when it comes in, it'll send it to you. And I looked at it. It says 14-foot kayak. Are you kidding me? And I looked at it, and sure as the world, I brought up my Amazon account. And apparently I had in my sleep ordered it. Now I was quickly panicked. I was like, please do not have sent. So I said the cancel, and it said, please hold while we try to cancel your order. We will get back to you. I'm like, oh no, please cancel. Then it said we were able to cancel. I'm like, thank you. Last thing in the world I need is to go off to work and have a 14-foot canoe sitting in the front of the house.
Elda says, darn, I was so close. Hades says, the nice thing is I can say that easily because I do not own a Echo. And then Nick responds, Alexa, order a Newman U47.
See, there's a reason why I don't have a speaker on here. I'm not Asian Andy or Ice Poseidon or any of those guys that turn on text to speech. That's not the kind of thing, that we're going to do on this channel because, first of all, the Alexa device is not on very loud. Okay, look, let me play catch up on the chat because you're obviously ahead looking at the phone. Let's see.
May I just say one comment, though, that was just said?
Okay.
Kayaking is a great exercise for boom operators from Sound Kayak.
Yes. Okay. According to Wikipedia, lawn mowing is when you take a gun to fish for bikes. I'm pretty sure Wikipedia isn't that bad, though. So I see your daughter is using NT1. I better be right. What mic are you using? T-Bone SC400. There you go. All right. In regards to the mixer, okay. I'll be using it much for voice work and maybe a little YouTube work. Then if you're doing that, are you going to be recording on your computer or an external recorder? If it's an external recorder, you don't need a mixer, just go straight into it. If you're recording on your computer, get a USB audio interface and pretty much any will work. Pretty much any USB audio interface will work just fine. Plug straight up to that. Don't go through a mixer. It's going to have too high of a noise floor and it's going to give you controls that you don't need. It's going to basically dirty up your signal a little bit. Oh my goodness. In regards to helping you, what are you doing tomorrow? And we've already done this. I do a lot of configuration OBS, and we should do some things to help him out. Yeah. Take care. I dig the family stream. Okay, so now I'm getting close to being caught up. 10-4, loud man. Have a great night, Ray. Ray Ortega, good night. Durham was close. A thing I can say because I don't own an Echo. I should try saying that one. Alexa, order a Neumann U47. I don't know that one.
Dad?
It's only a few $1,000 microphone.
Dad!
I tried. Look, I tried. We're going to see what would happen. I'm glad it didn't go through too. Mm-hmm. Watch, I'm gonna at the end of the stream we're gonna look and it would have found it and it would have ordered it. I'm like, no, why did you do that? Don't order off of Sweetwater.
We have found a Newman U47.
We found the Neumann U47 and it's on its way. But like, no, overnight delivery. We have a Google. We learned to say she instead of the full name when we were around the house. Yeah.
I would probably say Gregory or something like that. Like, instead of saying Google, I would probably say, like, Gregory. I'd just be like, hey, Gregory. Oh, I mean, hey.
See, what's funny is in this room, it's set up to Alexa. Downstairs, it's set up to Echo. And all the time down there, I'll say Echo something, and all of a sudden it'll start listening. And it's like, stop listening to us. Yeah, I have a few minis around the house. Great for filling the house with music while doing chores. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we just about one in every room. Yep. In regards to mixers, I love my Soundcraft Notepad 12FX. My guy, good night. Go ahead.
Elda says, Gregory, order me a XL anchovy and olive pizza.
You know, back in the day, you used to be able to order pizzas for people.
Let me just say, though, just so you know, guys, if you do start joking around saying, like, Alexa or ECHO, I'm going to just say Gregory. It's kind of like a random thing.
They're not going to be able to hear it because this speaker is not on. if I turn this speaker on right now, it's going to squeal through. There you go. It's going to feedback. And it's going to feed back. Right. There you go. You're welcome, audience. Viewers 11. It's going to go down as soon as everybody's going to leave if I keep that up. And Ray Ortega I thought he was leaving, but now he's back. Yeah, mixers are basically a big or don't go home scenario. Are basically a go big or go home scenario. Gotcha. Alan, do you like hi-fi home audio stuff? I do. There's just no room in the house right now because downstairs we years ago got rid of our 5.1 surround sound system and got a 2.1 sound bar and then don't even use the 0.1. It's powered off all the time. So, and we don't really turn it up very loud down there, but we did that because this one here, when she was a little one, and her big sister and her little sister, they were bad at knocking over speakers. Or at one point, my oldest daughter, she turned up the volume control and then turned power onto the receiver and then turned it onto, I think, AM radio, and it was mistuned. So all of a sudden it's like blasting snow that was distorting and stuff, and she freaked out and burst into tears and whatever else. So yeah, it was funny, but
oh, I love watching children cry.
But no, it was really cute and it was adorable, and she didn't mean to do it, but she was a little kid. She was like 18 months or something, didn't know what it was, pressing buttons on the receiver. But we've since gotten rid of it. And my 5-year-old, when she was younger, she was knocking over the soundbar all the time. Penny would say, "Alan, can you fix this? I'm afraid to touch it." And I'd be looking at it, be hanging from the digital optical cable. I'm like, great. It yanked out all the other cables, but it's just hanging by a digital optical cable. The whole soundbar is hanging over the sides. I'm like, great. I would not be happy about that. And but it would have been my youngest daughter that knocked it over. And we've talked about getting a better sound system down there, but we really don't ever turn it up very loud. So there's really not much of a point there. Yeah, it's fortunate we weren't able. It wasn't able to fund. Okay, order me an anchovy and olive pizza. It's always listening. From here on out, Alex will forever be known as Gregory. Alan, I'm going to order 2 liters to your house from a pizza delivery service. 2 liters?
I think he means of like a Coke or something like that.
Order 2 liters to your house.
2 liters of Zip Fizz.
Oh.
Gosh. That
would be awesome.
I would dare you to chug.
What's of Zip Fizz that I should take right now?
I mean, thank goodness there's no grape.
Because we have 2818 in chat, in revenue in this stream. And in case you missed it at the very beginning, I said that if anybody wants to donate, then it will go directly to her in her setting up her world for her YouTube channel. So Fruit Punch it is. I'm going to do a straight Zip Fizz.
I thought that was cherry. Oh, well.
Oh, no. I would love it if they made a cherry one. That'd be so awesome.
Cherry is like my favorite flavor.
It's such a good one.
Yeah, I despise grape. That's why when you fed me that grape Zip Fizz, I was like,
it is so good though.
It's awful.
It is great.
Awful.
It is great grape.
It's a horrible grape. It's grizzly grape.
It's not grizzly.
It's grizzly grape.
Do you see a trash can down there someplace?
Yes, it's right there.
Can you throw that in there, please?
All right.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. We used to have a hi-fi system. It sucked and died. Yeah. Fortunately, it was stopped and was a low frequency feedback. We used to have when I had a basher pad, stadium seating. Look at that.
Oh, thank you so much, X Hades.
Yeah, X Hades she is setting up a YouTube channel. We told her she had to be 13, which is legal, according to the terms of service.
I'm 13.
She's 13, so she can do that. And we said that once you're 13, you can set up a YouTube channel. So I said that since she's here tonight and being silly, goofing off with her dad, any and all chat revenue we get is going straight to her setting up her channel. So keep that in mind if you do decide to. What did that say before it went off the screen? I love hi-fi, but it's so hard to set up. I used to have stadium seating in a house. We had a big sofa on the bottom floor. We built an 18-inch platform, and then we put a love seat and 2 armchairs behind it. And I had a TV, by no means big according to today's standards, but in the 90s it was, nice. It was nice size, a 35-inch. And then I had my big, huge DJ speakers in there. But those were not normally set up. So I had the what were known as the Williams MM32s. Massive monster. 3, there were 3-way speakers. 2, because there was 2 different types of bass design. There was passive radiators, and then there were 2 dual 15s facing forward out of each one. And those went into storage after I met after I married your mom and we moved around a few times. They moved into your grandparents' house for storage. And if you look in the basement now, that annoying cat they used to have that lived in the basement tore through my speaker cones. And so all Strider destroyed my speakers. And then they decided...
Is that why you hate cats?
Oh, no. My hatred for cats goes far deeper than Strider. Even though I would be walking down there with my laundry...
Because they sit on your lap and snuggle you with adoring love?
Look, they can do what they want to, and I don't have to interfere myself with them.
Jennifer, thank you for the $5 donation.
Oh, we got one of those. Look at that. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jennifer.
And Eldest said, a few minutes ago, he said, wait, are you implying her birthday was recently?
Your birthday? Yeah, it was recent. It was about 3 months ago, I guess. That's kind of recent.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Let's see here. So anyway, after the speakers ended up getting the speaker cones torn to shreds by their cat, my in-laws decided to use it as shelving. So that speaker is now, those 2 speakers, I should say, are just being used for storage. It's terrible. The MM32s that used to be amazing are now used for storage.
Oh, the cat has destroyed the speaker. Oh, well, we could just recycle it.
Yeah. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Fortunately, it was stopped when it was low frequency feedback. It used to have a hi-fi system, and it sucked and died. And you have a radio receiver, IRC. Someone needs to set up stream treats for Alan. I guess that's something else that would mean that you don't see my mouse on the screen and then it goes to the side and it instantly goes off. Okay,
Did you take a thing of your Zip Fizz yet?
Oh, no, it's right here.
Yeah, you're just holding it.
I'm holding it.
I'm staring at it.
It gives me power. The longer I hold it, the more it gives me power.
Is that how you do 5-hour streams? You just hold the Zip Fizz
I just hold
the whole time.
Zip Fizz and let it power
It's like Thor's
up.
hammer, except just Zip
exactly.
Fizz.
I would rather be Captain America than Thor, though, because he got to use the thing, too.
So wait, you just throw Zip Fizz. Ah, the grape!
That's right.
Grizzly grape!
The grape is amazing. That's the reason why, if you look in there, the primary color in that bin, that black bin full of Zip Fizz right there, that right there is full of mostly grape, because grape is... Go look at it. Go look at it. You see?
Why is this filled with grizzly...
Yeah.
Why? It's grizzly grape.
It's not
grizzly grape.
It's not grizzly grape. It's wonderful
grizzly grape.
It's amazing grape. And that is not all of my Zip Fizz.
But it's still grizzly grape. Grizzly
The primary flavor is grape because I like it. It's great. And if you want to, if you're in the process of showing all my Zip Fizz, go grab those over there too. You'll need to take your headphones off for that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I am well stocked on my Zip Fizz.
So, yeah, aside from the bucket
full of Zip Fizz, which was higher, I must say.
He has this big old bin stockpiled with a bunch of Zip Fizz. And that is not the only one there. That's on my chair.
What can I say? I love my Zip Fizz.
Then over here is another box.
That one's not open though.
Yeah, it's not open yet.
Okay, don't pull out any more Zip Fizz.
Yeah, I know,
Here,
I
let's
know.
put them back. I'm sure these people already think I'm crazy enough.
Also, I haven't found any more, so unless you're hiding it under your pillow.
I'm not going to tell you at this point. I'm not going to tell you. I made the mistake of telling you where my Zip Fizz was earlier.
Oh, I saw where it was.
Okay.
I walked in and I saw that.
Zip Fizz all over the place. Okay. What's her YouTube channel going to be about? She's very much interested in Apex Legends right now, so that's what she's playing. She's level 500 on the PS4, but she's trying to teach herself to game on a PC, so that way it'll make it easier to stream.
And in case you were wondering, I play as Revenant.
Revenant is her main. And she's got the scythe, and she's good. She is very good. So that's her channel. Do I need a zip fizz with Alan? You know what? I think you do, eldest. Let's see. My son is 10. He wants to do the same thing once he's 13. He wants a classic guitar covers. Yeah. Well, she was wanting to do I almost said wanting to do a zip fizz. She's been wanting to do a YouTube channel since she was a little bitty thing. Recycling. There I go spilling everything again. EV643 would be perfect voiceover for a new channel. Oh, Nick, that would be so awesome. That is the 7-foot shotgun microphone that was used in the days before parabolics. Dynamic shotgun microphone at that. It's a legendary microphone. I take it you were not able to recon the speakers. You know what? It's still in their basement. I have zero interest. Part of the reason why is because I did the formulas and stuff that you're supposed to use for it. It had dual passive radiators, dual 14-inch speaker cones in it. But despite me doing all the formulas and stuff, something went wrong. I did this when I was like in my early 20s. And I just was like, I was doing all the formulas, and most of it was by hand at the time. And I was like, man, this is so far over my head. So I did like half of them and then said, you know what? This is so complicated. It's getting more complicated and crazy. I'm not going to worry about it. And also, it was so precise. It was like you had to measure this distance, and it had to be done. How much the resonation, how big. I mean, it was so much. And at the time, it was so far over my head. So I just kind of did half of them and said, okay, that's enough. And the speakers didn't turn out right. They were, when you have it at a lower volume, there's like no bass. I shouldn't say no bass. I could EQ, if I EQ'd about 4 dB of bass, it would be normal. It would be okay. But the more you turned it up slightly above, regular television volume, and the bass was fine, even if you didn't boost it. But the louder you got with it, the passive radiator started to reinforce behind the speaker cones on those 15s, and they started punching. They started being very loud and very, very, they were very punchy with those 215s, and it started getting very bassy. So they weren't right at all, but they were a lot of fun. Will you guys be sharing broadcasting space, or will you each have your own areas for going live? Oh no, she will have her own. She will not be going live at all for a while at least. She's going to be making videos and then uploading them. So that's what she'll be doing. And I'll probably, once she actually launches her channel, I'll probably end up giving her a shout out or something like that through Twitter and through my community tab. So that way if people are interested and they see her here today and they are interested in seeing how this little 13-year-old kills a lot of people. I mean, we've been laughing. When she was like an 11 and 12-year-old girl, she was dominating these, champion, whatever game she was playing. She was playing Fortnite back then.
Actually, I used to play as Octane. He's even the guy that's on the back of my phone. That's kind of like a representation. I was a very cowardly player. Like, I'd hear gunfire that's like thousands of meters away, and I'd just be cowering in a building like, oh my gosh, I hear someone. They're probably right around the corner.
Yeah. But
now I'm just this aggressive guy who's
she's
just like,
extremely aggressive.
Oh, you come for me? I see you.
This little girl with the controller, she will shoot at somebody, knock somebody down. She'll start shooting at someone else, run around the side of a building, climb up on top of that building, jump in behind him, headshot him, and then, take a Phoenix kit with all the time in the world, turn around and kill 2 more guys. I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, we're just like looking at her like, you got to take it easy. When you're sitting there on like this much health and no shield, don't go in barreling after 2 people, but she'll still kill them. It's like,
yeah. There's actually a thing that's happened. It's trios. I'm pretty sure in Kings Canyon, I was up against a Caustic, and he has his own abilities. A Wraith and some other guy I can't remember, but I downed the other guy who's not Wraith or Caustic. Dad was yelling at me like, "Go hide and use a Phoenix kit. You must heal." I'm at like that much HP. I'm like, I can find. I'm okay. I'm good. I downed both and killed the whole squad. Then started looting up. Shield swap, med kit, jumping down the hill, all happy. And he's just looking at me like.
I couldn't believe it. It's like my wife and I are just like, this little girl is crazy. Because she's like, you know, we're like, if these guys that are probably in their 20s knew that they just got their butts handed them by an 11-year-old girl, a 12-year-old girl, they would probably quit for a while. I mean, but she is that good. She really is. And anyway, so let's play catch up on this chat, and then we'll, because there's a couple of questions for you, but let's play catch up on that.
Yes.
But no, we're not going to be sharing. We're not going to be sharing space or anything like that. She's going to be making her own videos, uploading them herself, and she'll be doing them when she has a chance to. Mention sharing isn't going to be fun. Plus, you know, this room is set up for me, especially when you're collaborating with me. Samson Meteor. No, she's going to have a better microphone. I think she's probably going to start off with the headset microphone that she's wearing right now, just until she becomes comfortable with it, and then I'm probably going to upscale her microphone. But I'll make sure that setting as good as it possibly can. ZipFizz acquired, awesome. Going to set her up a Discord account? No, not just yet. She's got to gain a following and get a little bit older first. Octane, the number on fuel. What does that mean?
I don't know, but I think it's some sort of analogy or something with a word or something, but I meant like a character in the game named Octane.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Octane is a character in the game.
Yes.
Not the number on fuel, no. What are your thoughts on Seer?
In my opinion, Seer, he's more annoying than anything. Like, I'll down 2 guys. One will be a lifeline or some sort. That was a lot of...
It was a lot of powder.
Yeah, did you guys see that?
I don't know if you saw that or not. It was backlit.
It was just a cloud.
It's a cloud again. That's awesome.
Anyway, I would down like 2. One would be like, one would be like a Seer, you know, one of the new guys in this new season that happened like a week ago. And then I would just be hiding. One of his abilities is not only will he be able to see where you are, but he also cancels your ability to heal. And he sees how much health you have. So I'll be hiding around a corner at like 3 HP. I'll pull like a quick syringe, like, alright, come on. And I'll be holding a Phoenix kit, like, come on, charge. He'll cancel, he'll slide around the corner and down me, and then we'll run for my teammates. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Because it's so annoying. However, I have found bypasses. Like his ultimate, I've discovered that if you Revenant crouch walk, since it's the fastest crouch walk in the game, and it's the quietest, apparently if you crouch walk in his ultimate, you will not get spotted until it's too late for them.
Alrighty. So while she was telling you about that, I was zip-fizzing. Sorry, Eldest, I should have told you. Octane is a legend in the game. Apex Legends, his ability to run fast. Yeah, he'll like use adrenaline, and he'll sacrifice a little bit of his life as he runs, and then he'll gain back afterwards. Hence the name. Yeah, I know the character, but if you know me, I know the reason that messages exists. He has many abilities, kind of broken. You got the crew crack. Yes, Canary. How's it going? So, I guess we have Canary here. How's it going? Canary, were you able to get into the Union and everything? Just fine? And she's referring to the amazing ZipFizz.
Am I?
Not you. Canary is.
Oh.
And she's calling it crew crack because she knows that the crew loves ZipFizz. The crew functions on film crews run on coffee and ZipFizz. Which do you think I run on?
Grizzly grape.
Yes, actually. Not grizzly, but yes. I gotta love my... Is there any more in here? There's a little bit.
A tiny bit.
A tiny bit.
What could you do without it? Do not spill a bunch of that on your computer.
Yep. I'm not gonna do that. Oh no, not my... My hand is all red now. You can't see it on this, but... That's terrible.
Yeah, like stick it closer to the camera.
It's gonna be blown out. You can't really tell it Here, hold on a second. Let me turn it away. You can't see it, but it's all in the lines there, and it's red around there. Great. Oh, man, now it's worse. What's on my tongue? What's on my tongue?
I don't know.
Not the smartest thing I've done today. Here's how I fix that.
Oh, no, don't. You're going to get your pants wet.
Yep, probably.
Either that or your shirt's going to get even more wet.
Yep, probably. I should do this over you.
No! See? Oh, you're flicking it everywhere.
There. Hands are all clean.
Are they?
And the pants are now washed. At least on the left side.
Yeah, only on the left.
Awesome. All right, so she's going to be on tomorrow's ballot. Tomorrow's ballot. I almost said ballet. That's great. I mean, it kind of looks like that. It's only one letter off. It says yes. So yeah, octane has a lot to do with engine compression. A lot of fun studying on gasolines when I used to race. When I used to racing. Okay, the laughter is the best part. Yeah, he's crazy hyper.
Yeah, all of his abilities are just adrenaline based.
I want to see if I can. I'm not going to be able to. I want to see if I can throw it in the trash. Garbage.
Close.
Thank you for getting that, sweetie.
No problem.
That's what these girls do. Is they have to take care of me.
Do you want another one?
Do I want another one? Is this not the best daughter in the world? No, these are the ones that. No, come over and have a seat. I need to only take the one. We have $39.90. I will only take a Zip Fizz for $25, as you know. That started as of the beginning of the year with the Epic live stream. That was the amount that was set forth there. Last year, somebody donated the 13 pack so that way I could try all the different flavors. So that's the reason why I have these two flavors left. I have the orange, and I have the lemon. Now, which is interesting.
That's lemon? I thought it was orange.
It's lemon.
Oh.
Limon.
Oh, I thought you were...
And that one's orange.
Yeah, I was like, how is this lemon?
You know that fresh squeezed orange juice that we have down there from the fresh market? I so want to add some of this to that. I want to just add this whole tube to
I can go do that for you really quick.
No. Not right now. That would be wonderful, though. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow.
I haven't not tried the freshly squeezed orange juice, yes.
Oh, it's good. It's very good. And if I added a Zip Fizz to it, it would be so orangey. It would be awesome.
It would be so bad.
Oh, it would be so good.
It would ruin all of its natural flavors by adding junk to it.
It would be amazing.
It's like, you want to make your own like orange octane stem fluid? There you go.
It would not be junk. It would be heavenly. Because it would have orange juice and it would have orange Zip Fizz.
What next? Add like not citrus. I always think of citrus as yellow. Let's see, something sour. I don't know. Just add some like I don't know, orange pop rocks or something that's orange flavored.
Oh, we need to make an orange concoction. An orange concoction of orange juice, pop rocks, and Zip Fizz.
Oh, that'd be awful. No. No. No!
Oh, yes.
Do not record that for a video, please.
Oh, yes.
Please,
I believe
no.
this needs to happen.
Don't.
I think this needs to happen.
Please don't give me that look.
I will make this a special thing. Probably not with the pop rocks because I don't think I'll be able to find it, but definitely the fresh squeezed orange juice and an orange Zip Fizz will be done for the members. I will submit it to the membership. So I think I have 5 members right now. Eldest, you're one of them. You would be able to see it. And I will do that probably, if I remember, tomorrow. And I'm not going to use one of my special Zip Fizz that I only take on the stream. So that will be an amazing thing. Let's see. Okay. I work on a TV show. I hear some of the crews survive on coffee and cigarettes. I'll have to tell them about the Zip Fizz, yeah. And that's usually what it is, coffee and cigarettes, but not me. Zip Fizz is the way to go. Do you plan on doing the live streams often? It depends. I only decided to do it tonight. My oldest daughter has a job that she's working on the weekends now. And so this is the first weekend that she's been gone this late. And I was like, I just was thinking about what to do. And I approached her and said, why don't we do a live stream? And she's just like, gave it a typical teenager, like, okay, like, I guess.
Well, it was mainly because I was kind of shy, and I just was curious to know if Mom was going to be like, okay, yes, that's fine, or if it was going to be like, no, she's too young.
But it ended up working out.
Yeah.
The only thing is that mom was a little. She just doesn't want the girls seen on camera. She's like, they're young, and we just want their identities protected or whatever.
Yeah, I was actually considering wearing sunglasses above these glasses. However, the problem is glasses.
Yeah. So we decided to put on the COVID mask. So she's wearing the kind of mask that goes around the face. So it's a lot easier than the ear kind to me. Do you like that one? Is that comfortable to you?
Yes, it's a lot more comfortable than the ones I'm accustomed to. Because that one is just like...
Yeah, it's also like multi-layer. That one's, think, a single layer. That's
Which
really
is nice, because I can actually breathe a decent amount. And since you put on the non-fogging spray on my glasses, it's so handy.
This is the fogging spray that was recommended to me. And so it's called Gamer Advantage Fog Away Anti-Fog Spray. And it works great. I use this kind of stuff on the goggles and stuff I have to use on the film sets. Just get yourself a thin cloth or something like that to rub it in and spray it on both sides, and then just gently rub it until it no longer streaks, and then you're good to go. It lasts for a while. Because as soon as she put on the mask and her glasses just fogged right up. And I was like, oh, no, you can't do that. So, but to answer your question, do I plan on doing these live streams often? I did one like 4 days ago, and I plan to do another one this upcoming week, provided I don't get any pickup shows. If I get on a show, then probably not. But if I'm not on a show, then I will do one because I have an idea that would be kind of fun. And it would basically involve vetting certain people. So if there were certain people that were interested in joining me and cutting up and laughing and talking about sound and whatever else, I would probably do it through StreamYard and have 6 total people that would be joining me on there. But I would have to, like I said, vet people, because I don't want to just have anybody in there and have somebody come in there and start dropping profanity. And, what is my foot on? What is this right down here?
That's a bag.
Can you hand it to me? I don't know what it is. Oh, this is my hydrophone. I have a hydrophone under my desk. You know what that is? It's an underwater microphone.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. This is the one I used recently in the blending up. I used this one to the blending sounds of the inside
I
the blender.
recognize that.
Yeah, it's awesome. That was when I was left unsupervised.
Yeah, I wondered what you were going to do the whole time. You're not just going to sit there and doze off on the couch ordering kayaks.
Nope.
At like 24-inch.
24-inch kayaks?
Fit the whole family in that kayak.
24-foot kayaks.
Oh, I'd say 24 inches. Like
Your little sister would be the only one able to cram in there.
I don't think she'd be able to fit.
No, but
Newborn babies who want to go kayaking. There you go.
She could fold herself up in there. She's small.
Yeah, but she's also actually very big.
Yeah, she is. She's growing up real quickly. So I totally understand that. Like I mentioned, my son is 10 and my daughter is 9, and they want to be on the streams and YouTube with me, and we have to be careful. Yeah, we do. Definitely need to be careful there. Gamer Advantage makes blue light filter glasses too, for those who spend a lot of time in front of a computer. I have a slight blue light filter. It feels a lot like wrap. It feels like a lot wrapped here recently at the same time. I have worked a couple weeks and I'm going a little stir crazy. Yeah, I finished a show like 2 weeks ago, and I tell you, I want to be on another show. When I'm here at the house, I cause trouble. And I need to be on another show. It's best for me to be bringing in money as opposed to spending it on nonsense. Like, you remember earlier tonight what I said I wanted for dinner, right?
Yes.
What did I say I wanted?
Pizza Hut.
Yes.
Thank goodness it was not those nachos that upset your stomach.
Well, they were very good. They
yes,
were
I know, but you can't eat those.
I tell you, those there was a new Mexican restaurant that opened up around the corner, and I went there yesterday for lunch, and they gave me a plate because I always order the jalapeno nachos with extra cheese and like loaded down with meat, and I didn't have to tell them that because they brought out this plate. It was full of chips, and it had like a cow and a half of meat just on this thing. I was like, look at these nachos. These things are amazing. And it had so many jalapenos. But gave me like 2 hours. And I was throwing up. I'll just put it that way. But I tell you, it was great. It was great. Those were great nachos. Not as great going back up.
You can imagine my shock when I was just sitting there like, oh, I hope Dad enjoyed his nachos. Honey, your dad is throwing up. Oh, he is.
But then when I came back downstairs and I was like, yeah, I'm good now.
I was so concerned because tonight he's like, you know what I'm hungry for? And me and Mom both exchanged looks like, please don't say nachos. And I'm like...
But you remember the chips and salsa your mom bought me. Mm-hmm. So I had chips and salsa and I had a whole bunch of those honey granola cookies. So I didn't eat a thing that was healthy. And so
you ate a bunch of cookies.
I ate half of that big old Tupperware container.
So enough to fill the 2 feet kayak we were talking about?
Probably. And then after that, loaded down with these Mexican nachos filled with jalapenos, came home and then God only knows what else I had to upset my stomach. But
Zip Fizz, Grizzly Grape, you ate that and that made you throw
Zip Fizz.
up.
The Zip Fizz is not responsible.
It might
Zip
be.
Fizz is what made me feel better.
Oh, was it?
It was. So let's see. Yeah, so oh my God, I'd have a blast with that. Can I fill out an application? Good vibes. Fill out an application for what? What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the thing that I mentioned that I'm going to be doing. I'll put the word out on the stream that I'll be looking to vet people, and it'll be something that, talk about sound. So Chris P, shoot me an email and tell me that you'd be interested. I don't know what day I will be scheduling this for. It will probably be, I should say, Wednesday. I know Wednesday was a day I was going to be meeting up with my friend Rachel, who did the live stream. She has she rapped on Cobra Kai and she's going to give me one of her rap gifts from it because she is awesome. She is awesome, and she's going to give me a rap gift from Cobra Kai. I love Cobra Kai. It's an awesome show.
He really does.
Yeah, so.
Also, I just so happened, while you were talking, I just so happened to find the spot on the floor that was wet. I'm like, why is that wet? I'm like, oh, right, from when he tried to clean his red hand.
Oh, down here?
Yes, it fell onto your floor.
Yes, probably did.
Oh, it did. I could feel it.
Yep. My floor is...
stained?
It's probably now, yeah. Let's see. Let's play catch up on this chat. Feels like rappers. Okay. So yeah, Chris, send me something that would help me vet you, because I know some of the people in here that would not just come on there and want to drop profanity and start talking political and start, being sexist, racist, whatever ist, and I don't want to have any of that. That does not live on my channel, and that's nothing that we believe in. So we're not going to play those games, and so that's why I want to vet people. But I do want to have some fun and cut up. I want to see if I could finally. I've been pressuring Andre from Worth It or Not to want to come and help me troll and help laugh and whatever else. But I just need to actually get him wrangled in. He really needs to. So shoot him a Twitter message if you're on Twitter, at Worth It or Not, and tell him he needs to join me on my live stream that I'm going to be doing this week. Tell him he needs to be doing that. That's something that you can do. And I know I like to have evergreen content on this channel, but this live stream is great. Okay. Happy Sunday, by the way, Eowyn.
Oh, happy Sunday.
Okay. Interesting. Andrew Huang, frozen boiled one of those. Froze and boiled a what? I'm so bad at keeping up with my chat.
Yeah, I'm the one helping you with that.
Yes, ordering kayaks. 24 inches is 2 feet. Yes, it is.
My buddy looked on the lav mic. It doesn't pick up a lot of background noise. Anything like a dynamic microphone in a lav? No, but you got to keep in mind a lav mic is basically a little bitty tiny mic that picks up about maybe a proximity of maybe 8 inches. So if it's a cardioid microphone, it's going to be less on one side, but it's going to pick up a little bit more directionally. But keep in mind also, a lav mic is going to have higher self noise. Not really a big deal because a lav mic is a lav mic, but those are going to be really good about not picking up as much environmental noise. But I mean, there's no such thing as a dynamic lav mic. They all are powered off of electric power, basically, unless they're self-powered. I'm by Chicago. Sorry, excuse me. I'm by Chicago. We have a bunch of stuff filming here now. Yeah, more hot peppers, more better. To answer that, Shane is put it as close as possible to you. I don't know what that means. Sorry. I know what you mean, Alan, about being home. I can't take anymore. I need to be on set, and it doesn't matter what project. Yeah. Not much else you can do with those, but there are some cardioid lavaliers. Yeah, they are. And you got to be careful with how you place them because they can sound off axis or something. I'm looking forward to being on set this fall. I have 3 fan films scheduled in Kingsland, Georgia. Okay. Alan. Okay. So you're local. Alan, how do you deal with the angst of being at home? I fill it up with, I'll spend time with the girls. I'll doze on the sofa probably. I'll get, trampled on by my 5-year-old. I will,
Or me.
Or I'll run around. I also write a whole lot of scripts and do video stuff for SoundSpeeds. So I do that a whole lot. At least lavaliers aren't like in the days of yore when we were. Whoops, 1 second. Thanks for your advice. Well, Shane, look at. Thank you very much. Look at you, Alan.
Thank you.
This is again, all the donations from this stream are going to go to helping her set up her YouTube channel.
Thank you.
What she is going to do some awesome stuff with your channel. Well, look at you. You have almost $50.
Thank you guys
That's
so
amazing.
much. This is awesome.
That's amazing. She didn't even know that was going to happen tonight.
Yeah, I didn't know. I walked on and thought, oh yeah, Dad's just going to receive some stuff maybe for microphone tests. And then he told me all of this money was going towards me. I'm like, what?
Yep.
I was so happy. I was like, oh my goodness.
That's it. And I don't ever ask for the likes, shares, subscribes, and donations and stuff like that. But I did want to specify that so that way, anything that usually there's 1 or 2 people that do donate, and I wanted to make sure that it was said that it would not be going to me. It's going to be going to this young lady tonight. That's awesome. So, where was I? Somewhere in here. Lanyard around the neck. Yeah. What is going on with this? It's scrolling up there. Yeah, definitely a good idea to make it open. Not a good idea to make it open. Yeah, got my mail open now. Cool. I 1000% understand that too. Froze and boiled a hydrophone. I don't want to do that because I like that hydrophone. It sounds really good. I'm from Chicago too. What neighborhood are you in? I'm in Pilsen. Pilsen near Cine Space. Oh.
Cool, you're finally caught up.
I am caught up now. How long would you say we've been live streaming for, Aylin?
Well, as a matter of fact, before you covered it up, I was staring at that.
Gotcha.
Not on my phone. You're about to say it's 1 hour 58 minutes.
Almost 2 hours. See, it's very easy for us to do a longer live stream, isn't it?
Honestly, it feels like it's just been like 10 minutes.
Exactly.
This is a lot of fun.
That's what I'm saying. Is I do live streams all the time, and I interact with the background or not background. That would be at work or something like that, joking around with the background. The people that will say stuff to me like, "Why do you yell Zaxby's?" Did I tell you about that?
No, you didn't.
You know that I always yell sound speeds. They say roll sound, and then as soon as this mixer says, slate, take, they'll say, this is scene 102, take 3, or whatever. And then I'll yell sound speeds, and then camera will get there, slap the sticks, and say, A mark, B mark, whatever. Well, this one girl was next to me, and we were shooting a sequence in a school, and she says, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah, sure." She says, "Why do you keep yelling Zaxby's?" I'm like, "Zaxby's? What? What are you talking about?" And she's like, "You keep yelling Zaxby's." I'm like, she's like, "As soon as it gets quiet, you yell Zaxby's." I'm like, Not Zaxby's, sound speeds. So, anyway, there was a clarification there. It was kind of cool.
Wait to take a sip of some speeds while we're
Some
on the
speeds right
topic.
there, and I'll take some of sound. So, what we're talking about is the labels on here. So it says sound right there. Her says speed. She was clever and decided to label these for us, and that actually showed up. You can see that.
Yeah, I know. I also can see that right
That's
here.
awesome. Sound should stop speeding before it gets ticketed. Yep. Yep. Awesome. But yeah, it's really interesting that right now we've been here for 2 hours talking, and it doesn't feel like it at all. That's one of the reasons why I end up doing these really long live streams. Remember the epic live stream I did the day before New Year's?
Yeah.
And I was here all day,
Yeah.
and people kept popping in here and then leaving and popping in and then leaving.
Yeah.
And I was here for 14 hours and 35 minutes. And that was just the way it was. It was just the way it was. It was me talking about sound all day, and I could have gone farther, except mommy poked her face in the room and said, hey, you know, it would be neat to actually have you involved with the family stuff tomorrow. I'm like, I see your point. I should get off this thing. So at like 2:30 in the morning or something like that, I got off the stream. And
Yeah, that's okay though. You hung out with us.
yeah, I did the next day. So let's see.
Happy 2 hours.
I just learned that some mixers have agents. It's such an interesting fact to me. Yep. I just saw you post in the Facebook group about this and had to ask Zaxby's was. Still new to the South. Well, Zaxby's is a chicken restaurant. So there you go. Well, you just heard the same thing I did, didn't you?
Yep, the garage door.
The garage
opening
door
and closing.
opened up and closing again, which means your sister is now home from work. So
And it's my bedtime.
we should probably go call the stream here because it is 12:31 a.m. and we should go and visit them, and that would be that. But we have 9 people watching right now. Thank you so much, all the people that have participated with the chat. You will be putting to use that $49.90 towards setting up your YouTube channel,
Yes,
which
thank
will
you
be
guys.
amazing. And know that that's going to be extremely used very, very well. And thank you very much for all of that. So
yeah, thank you guys so much.
live streaming is a lot of fun. We get started in video and audio production. Microphones is what kept me going. Yep. Mics are awesome. So I will probably do an announcement sometime on earlier or later this week, rather, about vetting people that want to be part of the silly live stream, that I do, where I'm going to have various different people involved and probably do it with guests and stuff. But as for right now, I'm probably going to go ahead and call it, so that way we can all be with the family that just came back home. Mm-hmm. But thank you very much for joining. Very much appreciate it all.
Thank you.
And y'all take care. We will very much appreciate you, and we may see you around.
Yeah, bye, good night.
Take care.